Well, hey there, hobby homesteaders. Welcome back to Pete's Peak. My name's Lucas. We're sharing our hobbies on 38 acres in eastern Kentucky, and today we're going to take a little bit of your advice, but we're also going to show you some new attachments that we got. Well, I don't know about where you're at, but it's cold here. It's 4 o'clock in the afternoon, and it's still only 33 degrees. That's cold for me. But we wanted to get out and get a couple of things done this afternoon because we got some new tools to help us make that happen. So I'm going to jump right into it and tell you today's video is brought to you by LANDTOP Mall. We worked with LANDTOP before when we put that 3-point hitch skid steer quick attach conversion on our Kubota so that we could use forks on the rear of our Kubota. We were real happy to have that, and it worked out great for the things we needed to do. But now we've moved on to some bigger and better things. Some of you commented a couple of weeks ago on a video where I was testing some lifting about how I could easily fix my ballast problem by putting those forks on the rear. I have a stack of really big sycamore logs that I couldn't move with the Kubota that I'm going to get up here to the log yard. We had an awesome set of forks from another company that served us well with the Kubota, but they're not rated to stand up to exactly what this tractor can dish out. So LANDTOP offered to send us a new set of pallet forks that are skid steer quick attach, 48-inch tines, and they're rated to lift 4,000 pounds. That'll take care of anything we need to take care of, so we won't tear anything up. So we were really happy that LANDTOP sent us those forks. And another thing that was mentioned in that video was we needed a rack on top of those forks to keep us from losing firewood and things like that back on the tractor. I thought that was a great idea. So they sent us one with that rack on it to kind of help protect our investment as well. We're really excited about it. We're going to test them out and get some work done today. I've got our skid steer quick attach plate on the back, but our other set of forks are down at the house. So we're going to take a tote of firewood down with us so that we can put it on the rear for ballast when we go to bring those big logs up. So we'll be hauling some weight back up this hill. This tote of firewood probably weighs about 1,000 pounds with the pine thrown in it like it is. So we'll have 1,000 pounds on the back, and we've got some logs down there that are probably 1,500 to 2,000 pounds. If you are interested in purchasing from them, they have offered me a discount code of 11% off. So that's way better than the normal like 5% you get from most places. So one quick thing I want to point out before we head down the hill, I kind of tested it out. You saw me pull in and kind of drop the tote real quick just to see where I'm at right now in terms of the weight hanging on the front of this tractor. About 1,000 pounds in the forks, air in the tires, no ballast, and nothing hanging off of the back of this thing. And I dropped that tote quickly into a stop, and it didn't raise the back end of this tractor off the ground. This thing's a beast. So we can safely take this tote of firewood down the hill and not worry about it, and then we're going to switch it to the back once we get our forks on the back, and we'll start bringing those logs up. Everything I've done with this tractor so far, it has performed above what I was expecting. I love it. Spilling my coffee all over the fender. You can't work out on a day like this without some coffee, can you? Guys, I'm just going to go ahead and tell the truth. I haven't even been on the BX for like 3 weeks. I think she teared up a little bit when I fired her up. Oh yeah, this one don't have auto throttle. I've out-killed it. She's still a sweet little machine. Well, should have set them on something, I guess. There we go. gonna have any trouble taking this up the hill, except I don't want to tear my fence down, and it's pretty wide, like 12 foot wide, and I'm gonna have to lift it up above the fence posts. I think it'll do that fine and stable with this weight on the back, but we're doing some work.
Something on this project, and that is that the diff lock pedal on this tractor is in a very bad location for a hydrostat transmission. Let me put her in cruise control here so I can talk better. So it's on the same side as your hydrostat pedals. So you have to be pressing your hydrostat pedals with your right foot, which means you also have to bring your left foot across in order to press the diff lock. And obviously, my guess is that design is so that you're not driving forward at speed and trying to engage the diff lock. However, sometimes you have to finesse the tractor back and forth in order to get the diff lock to engage. So you end up with both feet on the same side of the tractor trying to engage your diff lock. That's kind of a pain. But it worked and we got through it. Man, it's starting to get cold. The sun's gone down. You know, we didn't have too much time tonight, so I was kind of busting it out to get these logs brought up here. These logs have been laying down there since Cameron cleared to put his house in almost a year ago. But I couldn't move them. So Cameron drug them with a chain over into a pile, and they've been sitting there ever since waiting for me to get a piece of equipment big enough to be able to move them. So I have them up here now, and I think the logs are still in pretty good shape, so I'm gonna get those milled up pretty soon. They're sycamore, they're not just great lumber, but they'll work fine for, like, you know, some of the framing that's gonna be up off the ground and stay dry and all that. So I'll get some good wood out of those, and quite a bit of it, because there's a lot of big logs there. I'm excited to have them. I'm excited to have a machine that will put them on my sawmill now, and I'm excited to have companies like LANDTOP supporting our content and giving us equipment that we can demonstrate for you that allow us to do all of these things, and it lets you know what products are out there. And if you want to pick one of these up, you can use code PEAK11 and get an 11% discount on these. It's landtopmall.com. Check them out. Guys, we're running out of daylight and I've got a few more things I need to get done, so I'm going to get out of here. Until next time, get outside and enjoy God's creation, because it is beautiful out here. Y'all have a good day.